if you're new here, I'm Kanita, and if you're already watching my One Piece Chill channel, welcome back. I know it's been a while without uploads, but I was in Spain and now I came back. I have 4 whole new chapters to read, which is pretty exciting. And in this video, I'm going to join 3 chapters, and then in a separate one, I'll do the newest one, the latest chapter. And today we are starting with 1125th. So of course, spoiler alert if you're not up to date with manga. Let's see what this chapter has. Let's go. Alright, it's called What Death Means. Oh gosh, it's been so long, really. I'm like remembering the latest chapter. We were talking about Vegapunk, and I had this kind of long discussion about how he isn't really like dead, right? Because he lives on in his satellites. We talked about that. So I guess that's what the title is about. And we have, wait, that's interesting. So the cover page story, Ogre Child, Yamata's Golden Harvest, Surrogate Pilgrimage. Oh, it's a different translation, guys. It's been so long that I'm reading Shueisha translation, so everything is a little bit different. The rebuilding of Oden Castle and foreman Minamoto's disappearance. I remember this. He wasn't translated as a foreman, but yeah, he's kind of like a builder. His profession, we met him in one arc. I wonder what happened. Why is he missing? We can see this construction, rebuilding of Oden Castle, which is pretty interesting. Everyone working their hardest. And Yamato is surprised, I guess, being told about the disappearance of Minatomo. Oh gosh, did I read Minamoto? I'm so sorry. Minatomo. So let's get into the chapter itself. Get the Seraphim and the ships after they're charged up. As for the Sea Beast weapons and PX-33S, oh gosh, Rob Lucci and Kaku. And wait, where's Stacy? So Lucci and Kaku are just coming out to these agents that were held there, right? So they all meet up, and that's interesting that Lucci says, I killed her. We see Kaku really dark-faced, let's say, in the background, and I'm pretty sure Lucci is lying, which is interesting because I felt like she probably, like, he didn't kill her, right? That didn't happen. She had that all goodbye with Kaku. The thing is, she was going to sacrifice herself and die, but Lucci saying this could be interesting in 2 ways, because if he thinks she's going to survive, that means there's still some feelings of camaraderie and he doesn't want anyone on her tail. Or if he assumes she dies anyways, he wants to kind of take that glory and say, well, she betrayed us, but I killed her, so now I deserve something for that, right? Some reward, some recognition, you know? We are now in possession of what we came for. Okay, so here we have Saturn talking to the Marines. York, Punk Records, the power plant. With this free, we gain the Mother Flame, a fire that never goes out. For the present moment, this is acceptable. Okay, thanks, man. However, we are so sorry, sir. There were 9 of us Vice Admirals executing a Buster Call, and yet we still allowed the Straw Hat crew and Jewelry Bonnie to escape the island alive. We will head straight after them to Elbaf. Oof, will they? That's interesting. So they're all standing there in line, to which he answers, do not bother with Elbaf. If there was any failure here to blame this on, it was the colossal failure to envision Vegapunk's broadcast message. Failure to envision it, I guess he means to predict that it will happen. And not only did we fail to stop that message, there is the bitter irony that the pirates' escape was aided by none other than that Iron Giant. And we got a flashback now, about 200 years ago. But Saint Saturn, we've been ordered to dispose of that thing. If anyone finds out, No, Saturn is saying, if anyone finds out, I'll protect you. Research it, he asks of scientists. And they're like, huh? That giant? represents the future. It will prove very useful to the military one day. Thank you, my lord. We are endlessly fascinated with it. So yeah, they were ordered to to dispose of it, but Saturn wanted to use it, and the scientists were really happy that it won't be disposed of and they can research it. But now I guess he feels like, oh shit, I should have made them dispose of it. In the end, it kind of fucked us up. For 200 years, it never budged an inch, he's thinking, until now, when it clearly moved to protect Straw Hat Luffy. That's an important detail. Saint Saturn, one of the vice marines, are saying, I ask you this as a soldier in service to the government. If you consider that a fella, then would that suggest that Vegapunk's statement was true? I mean, that is logical, right? If you think it is a failure that will let this message come out, then you recognize that this message is important, and that means that it is true, which is clearly, yes, makes a lot of sense. That's why oppressive government is scared of information. But then when they admit to being scared in different ways, like imprisoning people for that information, or murdering them, or trying to close the sources of the information, etc., etc., trying to block everything, then they just show that this information is true. Otherwise, why would they be bothered by it? And does he get like fucking murdered? And Saturn is just kills poor man with his stare. Why is Admiral Doberman? The other dude is screaming, get the medical team now. Why is Admiral? So I guess maybe he isn't dead. Maybe that was just like, you know, showing that you shouldn't ask too many questions, but not actually killing him. Just a warning. We'll see, but yeah, I guess that's it. And now we see inside the lab, York is here, and I guess as Saturn is saying, like, we have York now, she is going to be like evacuated and taken inside the lab. Oh, what's this? Island clouds? Oh no, the island clouds are multiplying. Has the cloud plant gone out of control? It's Edison. He was supposed to be dead in the Fabrio phase. Edison did something before we assume he died. Let's see. Oops, busted. Yeah, okay, he's alive. But at first I thought he was, because we didn't really see him die or anything. But then when they said like the connection is lost, well, maybe also because they went farther away from the island, it could be lost. I assumed when I was told, right, you know, that okay, these are the only satellites that remained, I thought, okay, I guess that means that he is dead. But it seems not. We get a panzer shot of York. So this is very, yeah, I find it funny, to be honest. We have a little shootout here. Damn it, he tricked me, York is saying. I guess she fired a shot, a very huge one, which looks pretty destructive. Does it destroy? Yeah, it did. I'm sorry, it did destroy like that whole egg, like the whole lab. So predicting York's nature, which is more based on instinct, Edison used it to his advantage, and by disconcerting her with what is happening with the clouds and with the fact that he is actually alive, he made her shoot that huge shot, which destroyed the lab. And so she says, well, there goes Punk Records. And what does it mean for us? Are there, because there was some important information, some important things stored there, right? So it's interesting what Edison thinks it will give us, the fact that York destroyed Punk Records. Maybe the fact that she won't be able to access some important information that would be of help to Gorosei, and therefore wouldn't be as useful to them as they hoped. But we'll see about that. Share your thoughts in the comments if you have any. But now we are going to Sacred Marijoa sacred. Okay. What does this mean? Was Vegapunk's story true? Where is Akainu? How will he make good for his fellow Kuma? The world may sink under the sea, but that shouldn't matter to the Holy Land. Celestial dragons are talking. It's not enough food. I requested beef for dinner, chef. What is this? What is this fish for? Forgive me, my lord, we've run out. And you see here is a little detail. Gurgle sound, I think, is meant to show that the poor chef is actually going very hungry himself. And we have a dissonance here of that, probably like an enslaved chef having to slave off and trying to make this horrible celestial dragons happy, and this dude is like, man, it's not what I requested, and while being picky, while this chef has literally nothing to eat. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I've never been so humiliated. And Celestial Dragon takes out a gun, which I guess we can assume that the poor chef can now rest and hopefully find some food in another life. I'm sorry, that's kind of dark humor, right? We have a serious food shortage. Ooh. Would you believe that yesterday I was forced to forgo one of my meals and a snack? Oh, scandalous. What? It's a prisoner's diet. It's famine. We will all starve. Oh, wait. This is, look at their little arms. Look, they're so big and their faces are so big and their arms are like, I don't know, like dinosaurs, you know, like the T-Rex arms here. I don't know, it just looks so freaking funny. But whoever is in charge, put whoever is in charge of food to death. It's mismanagement. If there is no punishment, the lower classes will think that laziness is acceptable. Even the letters this person is using are unbearable. I can't freaking read it. Okay. It's not his, of course, responsibility to choose letters for his speech bubble, but I find more ways to critique them, you know. And now we go to Chamber of Power in Marijoa. Ooh, what do you think you're doing here, Garling? I am here on important orders. Ooh, I didn't notice before how much of like reversed triangle his figure is. What orders? From whom? Where is your proper deference, Garling? Know your place. Okay, I feel like this is kind of an unprecedented situation. We know this person quite well, how he killed a lot of people in a hunt years ago, right? And he's pretty revered among the celestial dragons, and unlike many of them, he isn't just sitting there eating beef and complaining about it, fish and stuff like that, right? You can see he is still in a good physical form, and it's curious that, yes, usually Gora say they should be revered, right? There should be proper deference, but he just goes in and says, I'm here on important orders, which gives me an interesting feeling. So what is he saying? Vegapunk York is henceforth my direct subordinate, as I assume the role of Godhead of Science and Defense. What? Wait, you mean the world will be thrown into chaos on a level we have never seen before? Let us do the utmost to improve it together, my fellow elders. Wait, who? I guess the Imu is the highest, considering like the elders, and then the Imu-sama. So it means that Imu-sama kind of said that to him that important order is for him to take this position, that we need more elders, and he is going to be like another elder now. And we even have a plaque for him, 5 elders. Saint Figurland Garling, Godhead of Science and Defense. That is quite interesting. Future Island Echo. Okay, now we go back to Egghead, which is Saint Saturn. What is the matter, Saint Saturn? Yeah, so he is literally taking place of Saturn because Saturn failed, I guess, here. Wait, that's Oh, hurry, get the medical team. Send Saturn. What's happening to him? And there's some darkness coming out of him, and he's screaming, and he's on the floor, like holding his throat. This is an emergency. Nothing must happen to the highest authority in the world. Is he sick with something? What do you need, Saint Saturn? It really is interesting. Look, it's like he's withering. Like an old man, and then what? Disintegrating? Have I been? Everyone is so shocked. Great Emu! Saturn, why did you allow Joy Boy to escape? Mercy, please! I didn't know those powers were so nebulous! What the heck? Grady! Oh, there's a huge blow, huge crash, and his skull falls to the floor. Bones? One of the Marines is shocked, and we have just simply bones. So, as I was talking before, the Gorosei, it feels like they are being summoned. You remember with the summoning rings, and now he was turned into a skeleton. So it feels like there is some theme maybe of necromancy going on, that Imu-sama is like this necromant, and the Gorosei he's using like corpses, skeletons actually, that are brought to life thanks to his powers, which also makes them like demons. And I think I theorized about it before, right? And so at any time, from any point in the world, because they are not in the same place right now, right, he can take that away. He can use his powers to turn them back into the skeletons. And I guess that is what happened, because it felt like some dark mist was leaving Saint Saturn, and maybe that is exactly what was bringing him to life and giving him these demonic powers or something like that. And now that that mist is taken from him, he's turning back into the skeleton, or just turning into the skeleton, considering we don't quite know how it works. And does that mean that now that dark mist is going to enter Garling? His name is a bit complicated for me. I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly. And he will, but he is not a skeleton. He is just a living human. So maybe this power at first is used on living human, but then it also gives the kind of immortality that is also has this drawback, that when you get this mist taken away from you, all these years will immediately kind of come back to bite you in the ass, and you will just disintegrate into a skeleton immediately, something like that. I went through these pages quite fast because that was pretty exciting, but I don't think we missed much. It seems like, yeah, Marines are super shocked. Obviously, that's the first time shit like this happens in front of their eyes. But it also makes me think maybe that's how some Gorosei can go. Actually being killed off by Imu himself for failing to stop Joy Boy, etc., etc. And then if we face off the enemy, it will be only Imu. Because I feel like with usually how One Piece went, I was expecting always some kind of matchup, and maybe that there will be fight against the Gorosei with certain matchups, but maybe that's not how it's going to go, especially since I feel like Oda Sensei wants to finish this series more quickly, so maybe he doesn't want like to drag it out too much with a lot of fighting and duels. And he also obviously showing us here the classic of the leader that doesn't care about his subordinates and kills them off himself, you know, which we kind of saw a lot of this theme in One Piece with bad leaders, so to say. So we weren't with evil leaders, so we weren't able to steal the lava phase. Damn it, York blocked us. Our mental waves will reach anywhere though. Let's wait. All this is this also flashback, or all the satellites are now that we thought were dead, right? Because we only had one satellite with us, right? And we thought that all others besides York are dead, but now they're all talking like they're fine. And let's see, we do see, is it now broken off? It's like we see the sea very far below, and the upper egg is somewhere up on the clouds, I guess after that blow that York created. And now the satellites are talking. They weren't able to steal the lava phase. But their mental waves will reach it if needed. Let's work together to manage this genius brain until the day humanity can wrangle it themselves. Okay, so the brain. Yeah, as I said, there are some important things in there. And so the brain is here. So York won't be able to reach it, maybe. At the same time, they say our mental waves will reach anywhere, though. Won't York be able to do that too? That will take 500 years. Did you make the island clouds the floating type? That's why there were so many clouds to lift that part up in the air. Of course, as far as the world knows, Vegapunk is dead. Now we can tour the globe at our leisure. So, those, well, at least Edison is here, Atlas is here, Shaka is here, Pythagoras is here, and so they're all fine. They're all pretty fine. I'm just like a bit surprised, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have been. York still has access here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I know, but it's better than physically handing it over to her, right? Okay, that's fair. But we didn't have funds or materials, so we can't invent or develop anything. Hey, that's what friends are for. How's that? You look so good. What the heck is this combination? I didn't know you admired my heart so much, Shaka is saying. Hey, stuff it. Make sure you throw out the extra York parts. Oh, good call. Leaves a bad impression. So there are parts for all of them. That's why they look so good. They use spare parts to fix them. That makes sense. Hello, Vadaria? This is Vegapunk. Ooh. What do you want? I thought you were dead. Oh, okay. So are they going to the... That's what friends are for. So we don't have funds or material. So they're going... This is just a setup of them becoming this kind of a sky island. And now they're going to Vadaria, where you remember Nami spent her time skip to get funds and materials, because that's what friends are for. And they're going to just chill in the sky and invent things, I guess. That's... And then they'll wait for another 500 years before like humanity is ready for it. Okay, that is an interesting, but there's so much in this chapter. Holy shit. Kamabaka Queendom. Ew, no, what's gonna happen? Are we going to die? But I don't wanna. I choose life. I'll swim to live. So basically, in the history no one knows about... Okay, they are talking about the water rising, obviously. It is rising in the real world too. I didn't talk about it last time, I think, but as an interesting way to also reflect the reality that is happening to our planet as well, actually. There was a massive war during the Void Century, and the use of ancient weapons during that war caused the world to sink 200 meters into this. Everyone is freaking smiling, okay. Whoever manages to seize the One Piece and become king of the pirates will have that power at their command once more. Wait. And the use of ancient weapons caused the world to sink, and whoever gets One Piece becomes king of the pirates will have the power to basically sink the world. So it can be also very dangerous and damaging power, and we can't sit around waiting for that to happen. A world sinking into the sea, and when you consider that the celestial dragons live at the world's highest elevation on the red line, they might be the only ones who survive. Well, he didn't say that, but that was my thought. Tequila wolf, vodka wolf, rum wolf, bourbon wolf, all of these mega structures. that they've had slaves constructing going back 700 years. All of these things now hold a new meaning of realizing that it is needed to survive the flood, and there was a flood before and people were able to survive thanks to being on this elevated ground, right? He just had to go and say it. Oh no! The problem, Vegapunk. Dragon is saying. It seems like they're all talking between themselves. A dragon is just staying at the side somewhere. It feels like he's just talking to himself. Well, I guess he's talking to Vegapunk in his mind, right? The problem, Vegapunk, is that not everyone who believes your warning is going to prepare for this looming disaster peacefully. This demands a swift resolution, because it won't be long before the people of the world begin to fight over safe ground. Okay, that was a pretty interesting chapter. What the heck? Okay, this is it for 1125, and I have two more in this video. So, and I assume many of the watchers, I think most of the people reading One Piece already read through all these chapters. So if you are reading my reactions, and now I'm gonna try to make some speculations, and then we read the next two chapters, and it's obviously like not that or something different, I think I'll save my thoughts because of that for after these three chapters maybe, and then we'll have the fourth in a separate video. So let's get to the chapter 1126, settling the score. And here again we have a cover page story, Ogre Child Yamada's Golden Harvest, Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 14. The girls from the soba shop in Kuria have gone missing. Wait, what the heck? Everyone is going missing. The girls from the soba shop in Kuria have gone missing. The Minatoma, the builder, has gone missing. It looks like Yamada is going to be faced with like a mystery, you know, being a detective. That is pretty exciting actually. I would read a whole manga of that, like Detective Yamato. And I wonder, settling the score, what would it mean? We go back to our Straw Hats on the giant ship, and let's see what we are talking about. After we parted ways with you folks at Water 7, we wanted to catch a glimpse of the captain, so we headed for Little Garden. Oh, you did, huh? Makes sense you'd be curious. It'd been 100 years, right? And when we showed up, wouldn't you know it, but they were beating on each other with their bare fists. Wait, what? Why? Our weapons were busted. That's why we had to use our bare fists. Okay, makes sense. Do you think either of these tough old goats is gonna be done in by simple punches? No, I'm sure don't. And the only way to finish a proper duel is death. They say laughing happily and eating. In the end, they had to put a stop to it, and we made our way back to Elbaf together to get new weapons. To get new weapons, Nami asks. You are going to keep fighting? Of course. Oh, yes. Okay, this is a cute panel here of all of them drinking and eating. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, and you can... Is this Jinbei here sitting on a piece of food? They like showing the difference in size between the giants and the straw hats. This is so tiny. Okay, that is really cute. And then, unbelievable, Nami says, drinking from a huge mug? No, how does it, from a barrel basically. Come on, Nami, didn't you learn nothing at Little Garden? That's right, tell her so. This stuff is strong. It's called absinthe. I'm not sure how it's pronounced in English actually, but we call it absinthe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This spirit is known as the Green Fairy. Yeah, I know. I think my sister kind of liked like it. I don't think I ever tried it actually. I heard it has like a herbal taste. It can make you hallucinate. So, wait, really? So watch out. Okay, Nami is drinking a lot of it. Robin is just chilling. Zora drinking happily. Brookie, Frankie. That is so cute. Oh, and we have more panels of this. Okay, I love these little moments between the arcs when we are just smiling happily and dancing and playing music, spending time with the friends, celebrating. That is always so cute. Oh, and Bonnie is so adorable. She's in her tiny, original, I guess, form. We finally got the chance to see it together. Oh, and we're so dead. Shit. This is so cute. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, this is adorable. The horizon at sea. These are the best pages of the chapter. It can't get any better. Okay. 1 month earlier, at the island of Gartel in the New World, an incident occurred. Okay, that's sudden. In the territory of Red-Haired Shanks, Emperor of the Sea, the pirate known as Bartolomeo the Man-Eater, Bartolomeo burned the flag of the Red-Haired Pirates and delivered a blow to their honor. What the heck, man? You're kind of connected to us. And red-haired pirates are kind of like our friends, and you do that? If I allow you to get away with this, Shanks is saying, oh gosh, then all the other islands and pirates to whom I've given this flag will lose the face they've put into it, and my friends will be subject to danger. I mean, that's fair. Why the heck do you do that? You're right about that. I'm sorry for what I've done. I wasn't thinking about none of that when I did it. It was a stupid, ignorant thing I did, Bartolomeo is saying. Is he gonna survive this? I feel like, really, they could kill him, I suppose. They are pretty good-natured people. But, in fact, yes, if you are being disrespected that much, and you kind of take it, that kind of takes us back to the beginning of the story, though, where they were disrespected and they kind of had to take it. But it's a bit different because they were just disrespected, I guess, on a regular level as people. And then burning the flag is super duper different because if you do nothing about that, it kind of really shows that anyone can come in and do whatever they please and burn your flags and the villages you protect, etc., etc. So that's an interesting, actually, thing to discuss. Okay, we see, I think, just the villagers standing there. So it is the island of Gartel, the island protected by red-haired pirates. The flag was there to kind of represent the fact that they are protecting this island, right? And the fact that it was blown, that it was burned, it was a blow to their honor. And also, they have to react to show that they really will protect this island, so the people have this trust in them still. That is really quite a different level. And that frame with Shanks is so scary. Holy shit. Okay, what? This is a bottle of deadly poison. You need to go and make Straw Hat. What? Wait a second. You need to go and make Straw Hat Luffy take this within the next months. What? It causes excruciating pain, massive hemorrhaging, and ultimately death. Your boss has to pay for your crimes. Why would Mr. Luffy have to do this? I feel like this should be a test. They wouldn't want Luffy dead. Yeah, I feel like that was a test of his maybe like kind of character, because he's so dedicated to Luffy. He takes this poison and starts drinking it himself. That is actually quite commendable. He's like, no, I'm not going to do this to my freaking idol. I'm going to just drink it now so I can like protect him or just show that I'm not going to do it. I'd just rather die. Okay, that is a nice moment. No, boss, don't drink it, boss. It will kill you. You're gonna spit up blood and die. I'm okay with that. Mr. Luffy didn't give us no permission for the ritual cups we drank from and the flag we used. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Please don't tell him I did this. Oh, he looks so bad here. Oh, I feel bad for him. I don't want him to waste a single precious precious second of his time on the likes of me. This is just one of those things that happens. A common thug stands up to an emperor and gets slaughtered for it. Nothing more, nothing less. That, as I said, okay, again, I don't have, I guess, a vast vocabulary. Come on, it is very honorable, I would also say commendable, yes. I sure wish I could have seen Mr. Luffy be the king of the pirates, though. That's so cute. Shanks' face is so interesting. He does look scary in the recent chapters, I'll be honest. I really screwed up bad, damn it all. You gotta carry on after I'm gone, boys. Boss! Farewell, my friends. And he just burps. Yeah, as I said, it was a test. I feel like I wonder what would happen if he failed. Would they really kill him or do something else? Because I'm just curious. What was the other option? Like in a visual novel, if I could pick, just save here, pick another option, and just check how it plays out. That would be curious. Whoa! They let us go, get us out of here. Gosh, this ship is adorable. So if that wasn't poison, then he wasn't trying to kill Mr. Luffy after all, was he? I thought an emperor of the sea would be more bloodthirsty. Guess he is a bigger softy than I realized. He is, but I don't know. I find it curious that in the recent chapters, I feel like there are a lot of frames with Shanks that make him look really more scary. Maybe that's also to kind of amp him up as an emperor, What's that smirk for, Captain? I mean, doesn't it feel good knowing how much they care for Luffy? That's cute. Alright, Captain, step aside. Fuck. Oh, wait. Give me a second. Every action has a price to be paid. But it's not just Yasop's decision. I guess that's something they agreed on. He wouldn't do it without Shanks' approval, I think. I feel like. So we can say that it was also Shanks' decision. What happens on the next page? What the fuck? So the test was really for nothing. Whether he would take the poisonous say, I will give it to Luffy, whether he did that and show how loyal he is to Luffy, he was still going to die. And I don't know, Bartolomeo, he was a pretty cool character. And I know a lot of people survive explosions, but holy shit, that does look pretty final, doesn't it? The Bartolomeo pirate ship sinks in the waters of the Gartel Island. Status unknown. Okay, it does say status unknown, but the intention still was to kill. Whether he survives or at least some of his crew survives to tell the tale, whether it happens or not, the intention was to kill. And so that goes back to things I was saying before. Shanks being amped up as an emperor, Shanks' frames being scary, and the fact that you can't just let people do whatever they want to an emperor. There have to be consequences for that. Otherwise you will show that you are weak and people will not, and I don't remember the English expression, but basically they will not respect you. But I feel like as readers of One Piece, we got to know Shanks from Luffy's eyes, and so we see him as a very good character, good person. But I feel like lately it has all been put a little bit into question, as we also got to think, okay, there's also that fruit, right, that Luffy ate, and is the fruit actually the reason why we care so much about Luffy, right? He did care about Luffy before the fruit, yes, but just as a regular kid, but then after Luffy ate the fruit, that made him important, because they were looking for that fruit specifically, And then as Luffy ate it, it wasn't in the plans, but now plans had to be altered, and Luffy became really important as the holder of that fruit. So that made us question Shanks' intentions with Luffy, Shanks' relationship with Luffy, and just his like plans in general. But now also we have to talk about the morals of it all, because we also were shown the morals in the very beginning. They seemed to be pretty high and good morals, as you would normally think what good and high morals are, but here we can see they are different from Luffy's. Luffy would never ever do anything like that, but here we can see Shanks. It wasn't him, it was Yasop doing this action, but as I said, I don't think he would just go and do it by himself. Obviously Shanks approves of it, and so as I said, right, thinking that Shanks is this nice, like our fatherly figure, you could say, right, and then seeing him as emperor, you know, that kills people, I feel like there's a bit of a shock. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. Okay, I'll have to move on with the chapter, of course. But if you have anything to say about this in the comments, please feel free. What are your emotions considering this scene? Because shit, okay, Pirate Island full ahead, I can't. Isn't this Hachinosu? Is this another translation by Shueisha? This is so unusual for me. What the hell happened here while I was away, Pizarro? I know it looks bad, but you heard about how the whole world is about to get in on the act, didn't ya? The poneglyphs aren't just the knowledge of the underworld anymore. The four emperors are about to have a full-scale scramble for the stones. Even the government and navy are getting involved. You can't win if you don't take them seriously. And the key piece to all that is Koby. So how do you let him get the key piece? Interesting. How do you let him get away? I'm sorry, teacher, I'm sorry. Give me a minute and I'll tell you the story. So first things first, we also let Mori get away. I'm so sorry. I'll explain everything. So first things first. We also fucked up there. Dude, you're not helping yourself. Where did this store go again? Mori got away too? More to the left. Your butt broke one. Oh, shit. That's true. Commodore, we're ready to go at a moment's notice. We know you'll be the man who claims that One Piece. Blackbeard, conquer the world for us. Everyone is like, whoo, hyping him up. You know, guys, we're kind of having an important discussion here. A few of our prisoners got away, if you didn't notice. Okay. Ha. Hear that. Morale is sky high out there. We gotta take advantage of that. So, repeat that for me, Kuzan. You let Koby get away, but... Though to be... What? Okay. Though to be honest, I thought I killed him, but he ended up alive instead. It's a hell of a feat, Kuzan. Who else could possibly take him down? So, is Garp alive or dead? I'm a bit confused. So, we realized that, yes, Garp was taken instead of Koby, let's put it like that. And, Mori escaped too. Was it with Perona? Oh, gosh, so much happening. But about Garp, it looks like he's in chains somewhere. Doesn't mean it's happening right now. He is alive in chains. I thought I killed him, but he ended up alive instead. It took all of us together and we just barely managed, but we caught Garp instead. Yeah, he's alive. He was just caught. Zahaha, amazing. Yeah, I see, Teach. It's an upgrade in the end. I mean, that's a huge upgrade. Garp. The wind's in our favor now. Wait, what? And we've got the three-eyed girl on top of that. Wait, what? When? I missed that. But what? How? When did they manage to get Pudding? I completely forgot it. Okay, if you remember, if there was some panel about it with Blackbeard, when did that happen? Or did that happen off screen? Hey, patch me into Lafitte, and she's like, humph. Yeah, it's obviously because of her third eye. He's hoping to make use of that. But yeah, I just completely missed when did he manage to capture her, I think. Headquarters of Umid Shipping Company. Yes, Commodore, what are the revolutionaries up to? So the Lafitte is now going to give the intel on revolutionaries to Blackbeard. They seem to be quite serious about attacking provisions. The Bondolos at Red Port continue to break down, and they don't seem to work at all when they actually have food on board. It's the vehicle. It's bad enough that food shipments have been cut off from many countries, but even when the Navy secures a route, the Bondolas crash, attacking provisions. So this is what we had in that scene where the Celestial Dragons were talking that there's not enough food and they are starving. It looks like it really is happening. The provisions, that was an important scene, showing us that revolutionaries are really taking some actions here, and they are attacking these vehicles that are carrying the provisions. If we end up with any of those Celestial Dragons actually starving, then we'll really be living in unprecedented times. I love it. Well, stop enjoying the show and get to prepping. Already on top of it. Interesting. Pirate Island. Pizarro, we are back. Yeah, it's Devon. Come pick us up. What's with you and refusing to pull? Oh, did they bring Caribou? What's with you and refusing to pull the ship into harbor? I'm injured, you know. That's cute how the ship just gets plucked out of the water. And yeah, we have Caribou here. Wow, we're in big trouble now. Big trouble. A gigantic monstrosity has plucked us right off the white caps as I live and breathe. Sir, ma'am, do something. Spare little old me from this dreadful fate. Sorry. Oh, would you shut up already? Is that the guy you brought? Yep. Yeah, that's the guy we brought. 2 days have passed since leaving Egghead, and even the giant pirate ship, the Great Eric, that's so cute, has yet to reach Elbaf. How could this happen? We drank ourselves into a stupor and woke up to find the sun is gone and we can't find it? What? Oh, has yet to reach Elbaf for a very particular reason? Sanya just disappearing? Puh! We gotta get the ship. We can't go back to Elbaf without it. I wonder if it got chomped to bits by a fish, Robin. Robin as usual. Okay, I kinda missed that. Yeah, it probably got chomped to bits by a fish. It's not funny this time. You've seen how big they are around here. Oh, bless your heart. Where did you go, Luffy? So here on this ship, we have Giants, Dory and Broggy. We have Brooke, Robin, Frankie. We have Jinbei. We have Little Jerry, Bonnie. And we have Lilith and Luffy and Nami and I assume Usopp and Zora and Chopper too. We don't see Chopper here. Let's see. Nami, hey, wake up. I think I have a hangover. What? Where is she? What is she dressed very differently? And she's in some kind of castle and suddenly to be continued. Looks like the floor is Lego. What is going? It really does look like it's built a bit like out of Lego, doesn't it? You know, with all these little thingies. And she has this interesting barbarian style outfit. Nami, hey, wake up. So something happened to Sunny and this disappeared off somewhere. What is happening? What is going on? I'm so excited for the next chapter. It's a nice feeling. Usually I read in ongoing, right? I read the chapter and then I have to wait for another like week or longer for the next chapter. And I kind of forgot this nice feeling where you can just click on the next chapter and continue reading. That's kind of enjoyable. But that is it for the chapter 1126, and then we'll do 27, and I'll read the latest chapter as well. So we still have 2 chapters to go, which is super exciting. So now chapter 1127, let's go. Okay, it's getting dark, so I changed the light up a little bit. And we have the name of the chapter, Adventure in the Land of Mystery. Okay, that is exciting. And the cover page, the kidnappings were heavily on Dogstorm, the know of Kuri. So the disappearances continue in Wano, and we even refer to them as kidnappings. So yes, Detective Yamata is on the case. Let's see the chapter itself though. Adventure in the Land of Mystery. That's so exciting. And if we are going to Elbaf, is there going to be like a little arc in between, or is this kind of the start for the Elbaf? Because let's see what happens here. There's a fire. Put it out with spring water. What is that smell? So we see the Vikings in the village. Wait, that looks like a pretty similar kind of buildings that Nami was surrounded by in the end of the previous chapter. We have a huge pretty tree like Yggdrasil here. Is it from the forest? If it spreads to... yes, Yggdrasil. The world tree. Then our country is finished. We should report to the sun god. So we are now in Elbaf itself. Did Nami just suddenly completely went... Well, we just saw her, but we know it's like a bunch of straw hats with Sanya. They actually did reach the Elbaf. Well, the main giant's ship is looking for them as they are lost. What the heck is going on? Because the buildings do look similar. Clearly there's some funny business afoot. Oh my gosh, there's no reason the Stinkmores would have fallen from the sky otherwise. Poor little Stinkmores. What the heck? From what those in the forest say, that rumbling earlier was the sound of the ear god collapsing. I'm sorry, ear god? What? Impossible. What could possibly cause that titanic rabbit to fall? Guys, I don't know enough about your folklore. Bigstein Castle. It's still alive. It is a Lega castle. Look at these trees. It is a Lega castle. What is with this horrible giant bees? Nami is crying. Stingmores. Is she actually the source of the fire because she attacks the bees and they are falling from the sky because Nami attacks them with her weather powers? Oh, girl. She looks... Oh, here she looks so upset. Good morning, Nami. Where are we? This is asking so cutely. I don't know. Gosh, her hair looks so cool. Look at these braids. I love the get-up. How does she get? Like, who undressed and redressed her? Am I asking too many questions? What the heck are you doing, guys? I'm filming a video. What? They are always drilling something. I swear, I don't know what they're drilling all the time. Like my whole life, they never stop. I don't know. I thought we were riding on the giant ship. So Zeus was the one saying like, Nami, wake up. Okay, or like something like that, right? We can actually check. Yeah, Nami, hey, wake up. That was Zeus. So she's in the castle, actually on the island of Elbaf, being attacked by Stingmores. Somebody redressed her. What the heck is going on? Someone come and save me, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. I'll even settle for Usopp. Dude, that's a bit rude to Usopp. Am I going crazy? I don't even remember changing. Yes, okay, she has the same thoughts as me. Yes. Where am I? Is this a dream? But her get up is really cool. I know Oda loves giving her a lot of skimpy clothes, but this one I actually like more than the one on Egghead, because there she just had panties, like basically panties. And I don't know, just uninspired, man. It doesn't look cool to me. I mean, I'm not a teenage boy, but I have my opinion too. But this get up, it looks really cool. I like it, especially with her hairstyle. Gorgeous. What castle is this? Hey, Nami. Oh, that's a Soap's voice. Yeah, we are settling for... What? Oh, what's going on with the ground? It's all bumpy, yeah, girl. It's leg. A special torch. Well, at least it's huge leg and not a lot of... No, she's not barefoot, so that would be fine. Oh, so cute. What is this? Is this like a huge hedgehog or something? Look at this little face. It's so adorable. Oh my gosh, Nami's face is even better in the next frame. Jeez, this is perfect. It's huge, and his reaction to it. This is so adorable. Yeah, wait, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. So poor Hedgehog was scared by Nami, while Nami was scared by Hedgehog. Oh, it's angry, look, it's angry, so cute. Usopp, where are you? I'm down here, save me. Oh, and there's a giant cat here. That makes sense though. We are in the land of the giants, and in the castle there are a lot of giant pets. A giant hedgehog, a giant cat, you know, regular. You're supposed to save me. Girl. Well, I don't know, that reminds me, you know, when was it? I think it was in Thriller Bark where Usopp lamented that he couldn't even like save one girl, well, when he couldn't save Nami at some point, and I thought that was a really interesting point for his character at the moment, and this scene reminds me a little bit of it. But yeah, I mean, Nami could try saving him. She's not like completely helpless herself, but yeah, I just remembered that. What is that monster? I'm in trouble over here too. What is this? Some kind of castle of monsters? Oh, look, it's angry and it's running. The cute hedgehog is like, wee! Extend Zeus. I can do that. Whoa, I'm gonna fall. Yeah, she's right over the edge here, and she's going to fall. Whatever, just zap. So, oh, poor hedgehog. She zapped him with her electric powers. With her electric, you know. Oh, Usopp is already being eaten, girl. You better hurry up with saving the princess. I mean, Usopp princess. Well, you get it. Oh, no, the suffering of... Oh, shit. I like cute animals too much. First is Hedgehog. Now she attacks the poor cat as well. And she's also being electrocuted. What? I have a bad feeling about this, Nami is saying. Me too. Oh, wait. We got to see a bit more Usopp's get up. It looks fabulous as well. I love it. I kinda... Okay, we saw a little bit too on the previous page, but it wasn't as clear as here. This is funny. And now the cat is mad. When Nami's powers here with this stuff, they really are powerful with Climate Act. But I think if I was electrocuted like this cat, I would be out cold already. What have you figured out so far, Usopp? Same thing as you, right? I woke up and I was here. I remember we were getting drunk on the giant's ship. You know, this is another point that reminds me of Thriller Bark, because wasn't it like that the kind of weak part of the crew went off to the island first? And remember, we had also Nami with Usopp, and then when she was attacked in the bathroom, Usopp was here guarding her, and he was like, what the heck is going on? And yeah, I feel like it may be not an intentional parallel, but it really reminds me of Thriller Bark a lot here. I don't know, it kind of makes me happy, that's what I'm trying to say. I think I really liked Thriller Bark, and I like this kind of situation set up where like the weaker members of the crew are trying to survive scary events and figure out what the heck to do. That's right, that alcohol. Nami remembers that Spirit is known as the Green Fairy. Didn't he say it would make us hallucinate? That's interesting, but I would say if we didn't have like the first page, I would kind of take this and think, oh, maybe they really are hallucinating. But then there are other things like, okay, the Sunny is lost, it's disappeared. Is this giants hallucinating from absinthe? Probably not. It did disappear. It is a fact. And then we have Elbaf, where people who didn't even drink absinthe, as far as we know, they see the repercussions, how to say it, the consequences, right? They see there's some fire in the forest, these huge bees are suffering, something is happening in the castle, which shows us it is not hallucination, it is all real. It's a dead end. Oh, we're so high up. You mentioned, I just can't. A Lega castle? Or in the land of giants? I guess this makes sense, in a sense, because when you're playing with Lego, you are a giant, and you are building, your castle, your city out of Lego. So, there is something to it, huh? Wait, that's true. You mentioned hallucinations, Nami. Maybe that means this cat is just a vision and it isn't really there. And hallucinations can't hurt me, a brave warrior of the sea proclaims, standing in front of the cat, and it just and it just murders him. Okay. With giant paw, like my cat murders me every day. Maybe. Not lately. She actually was very nice to me today. It was so, oh my gosh, Nami's face is priceless. I love it. I mean, that's why I love the scenes like that. They are funny. I understand it's scary for them, but it's funny for me. Meow. Meow. The cat is angry. It's actually pretty huge for the castle itself too. It looks like the cat is the size of like this small part of the, what is it called? Like the tower of the castle, the small tower on the castle. I don't know how they're called in English. Usopp. Yeah, now we are falling down and we see a huge lion now. Okay, like the cat wasn't enough. Now we have a freaking lion? What is going on? Growl, and it's like a king. It has a crown. Why is it a lot? Oh, there's a lot of skeletons around them. That is scary. Well, okay, at least two. Okay. Why is it a lion now? We are done for. Usopp, get up, open your eyes, we're about to die. Grrr. Don't use me as a shield, Nami. Oh wait, no, that's Sanji's voice. It must be Sanji's voice because there's heart in the end of it. Oh, Nami. For the crime of making my beloved cry. Death, Ifrit Pole. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Gear 4, Gum Elephant, Freezer style, Black Robe Dragon. Okay, the strong trio came in to help us. It's not just Sanji coming to save the princesses. I mean, Nami and Usopp. But it's also Luffy and Zora. Okay, Sanji is just like, I think, in his suit or something, right? If it was reworked. And then he doesn't really have this kind of giant Viking style get-up. Luffy looks pretty interesting as far as we can see. Like, his eyes are completely covered by this horned head. And with Zora, I can barely make out anything. He's so tiny on this page. Grrr. Oh, it's a double page too, and it's also cut here into pages on Shueisha. That is so unkind of them. I wish I could see it as a normal double page. Oh, poor lion. Okay, I don't. I have to. I hate to admit, but I don't feel as bad for the lion as I felt for Hedgehog and the cat. I'm so sorry, but I do feel bad for him still. Lion's so cute. Nami is super shocked. Usopp is barely conscious. Lion is falling down, and the cat is also falling down. What happened to you, cat? Oh, I'm sorry. You know when I was small, this is going from very far away, there was a cartoon I really liked that was, I think it was just called Zorra. And there was this dude, maybe he had a cape, I don't remember, he definitely had a sword of some kind, and he had this kind of mask. And I liked this cartoon. I don't really remember a lot of details. I know there was also a film about Zora where he also had a mask, and he was written with 2 R's, and I remember he was writing that on the rock, which I guess that hasn't aged very well, especially for me as I'm from Russia, so welp. But that, at the time, that was pretty cool. And the fact is that, yeah, he had that kind of mask. And I always thought it was funny because I also really love Zora as a character, and Zora, you know, this is pretty similar. And now we have Zora. It's not exactly like Zora's mask, it's different, but when I saw it, I just felt so unreasonably happy. Oh, he looks gorgeous. Gosh, I need more angles of this getup. The heck? Oh, it turned into a cat. That's why. I thought it's strange. Why the cat that kind of followed us also fell over, but I guess it was just the lion that turned into a cat. Was it the same cat as before? The cat, the cat before also had a crown. Did it just jump down and transform into a lion? Or, like, what the heck is going on here? It looked like a different character, but it was also mad. I'm confused. I feel like... okay, I'll pass on this one. The roast rabbit earlier was tasty enough already. Luffy, what are you talking about? You aren't going to eat a cat, right? There's some other huge creatures around too. If they taste good, it's worth the trouble to rob them. Luffy! I know you're hungry, but they're cute, okay? But yeah, his look is really cute. I love everything about it. I don't know, this kind, I don't know how to say it. Let's say Viking style. It looks really badass, doesn't it? And it looks so cute and Luffy. Zora doesn't even have this kind. Well, it is a little bit of, I don't know, maybe Nordic vibes, but yeah, Zora's getup is a little bit different in style. Finding the sea and our ship comes first. Yeah, so they just came to in here. They also don't know what the heck happened, where's the ship, how they got here. Nami, you had me worried. Oh, Sanji, that's so cute. I was so scared, Sanji. Poor Usopp is dead. Girl. I'm alive, and I'm going to remember that you used me as a shield. Well, Usopp, don't you remember that in Friendly Bark you really wanted to protect Nami, and you were upset that you kinda couldn't. So here was your chance. Being used as a shield, you managed to protect her. Yay! You can be happy about that. Oh, not again. We don't know what is going on. Not again. So I guess that's just people in Elbaf villages saying what the heck is going on, not again. And I suppose, and then we go back to Straw Hats that are talking. We don't know how the rest of I feel this was also a double page. This was also a double page that they cut it in half, so I feel like I kind of didn't read it in the correct order. That's why I'm confused. I hate reading on Manga Plus Shueisha. Why do they do it? I didn't even realize it was a double page. Oh gosh. We don't know how the rest of the crew is doing. Speaking of food, what about that hive and all the bees you knocked out? That's respectable food source. Honey is very nutritious. I mean, yes, I am personally allergic to honey, but yes, if you are not allergic, I guess it is a very good food. Yeah. Why are you all so comfortable here? Nami is crying. Where are we? And suddenly to be continued. Okay, that's a bit of an abrupt ending, but it looks like this is it. It wasn't even loaded to the end. I had to reload the page, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the last page here. But thankfully now we are done reading on this horrible site, and we'll have the newest chapter on the normal unofficial site where they do it better and actually show double pages for me in a normal way, because that was super confusing. But holy shit, my cheeks hurt because these chapters are so exciting. And so we got the ending to Egghead, we got a little bit of like Shanks and Bartolomeo thing there, and we got the start of a new exciting adventure in the land of mystery, which is really cool. But that would be it for this video, and as I'm going to go and read like the latest chapter right now, which will be 1128, these numbers are getting harder and harder to pronounce. I think I'm going to hold back on to some conclusions. Well, basically I think I said everything throughout reading the chapters anyway, but as we already have the newest chapter now, I think we'll just go and kind of read it, and then we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it looks like we got the beginning of a new arc on our hands, and looks like the adventure in Elbaf has already started. But for now, that would be it. Maybe you could share your favorite moments from these chapters. What did you like about them? And just, your thoughts in general about all that thing with Shanks and Bartolomeo, and like, the idea of what actually the moral compass is, considering the first chapters where we had all of that, like being disrespected but kind of taking it because we have to, but now we're being disrespected and we can't really take it. Like, what is your take on that? And just on everything that's happening in these chapters in general. And are you excited? How do you feel about this kind of start to our Elbaf adventure? Please share all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and see ya!